Okay, we are back in the middle of things. There's a giant boulder that your cart can probably pass, but your boss man cannot with his larger cart. So there are people. We've already rolled initiative, so there are people pointing arrows at you and brandishing swords and telling you to stop and surrender and offer up some goods, and they'll let you pass. So Arashi, you would be first in the initiative order, so you can take whatever action you want. There hasn't been an arrow like released yet, uh, so how you act may determine what happens next.
I cast Stop Choking on Water.
Oh, I don't
Hopefully,
know that's a
it's
spell yet.
extra effective.
He's choking on.
Okay. Fellas pointing arrows at us, huh? I have gone
And
up in coercion.
you and Timothy, at least, are wounded from the prior day, so keep that in mind.
I'm not too bad, just a little hurt. Oh, also, do we have things to give up, or would that just be the merchant?
You're pretty much only packing necessities, feed for the horses and, basic rations and stuff. So it is all on your boss's wagon, which he keeps sealed up so you don't even know what's in there.
Well, we wouldn't be a very good caravan guard if we acquiesced to these guys, so I think we have to
How many guys
refuse.
are there? Again?
What was that question?
Hold on.
Yeah, take your time.
How many guys were there? And do we know? Like,
Uh,
how many do we know of?
you probably like don't have a real count, but you can see groups of them. There's some people on the rock and on the cliff to the left. They have good high ground, so they're gonna have some minor
That
advantage.
sounds like a few too many to coerce.
I might be able to scare the hell out of them with magic, but up to you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to use some.
Somebody make an
Yeah,
example of them.
yeah. That's exactly what I was gonna do. Can I like pillar of fire one of them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just for my curiosity, in terms of what one can do with magic, is magic like in this world and of everything kind of thing, like Vancy and D&D, where you gotta pull threads of magic out of the air, or is it like a natural kind of thing? I'm just not sure where like the boundaries of what can be done with
I'm playing it
channeling
a
will.
tiny bit loose, because I know he's not particularly familiar. There are like core elemental um, threads of fire, air, earth, and spirit, and then you kind of weave those into different spells. So I kind of
Cool,
just
cool.
imagining like weaving a bunch of fire and air into a column is that's like not something in particular that's happened in the books, but I feel it kind of makes sense.
Cool, cool, cool.
But yeah, would I do channeling?
Yeah, just go to your combat tab and do the generic magic attack.
Uh, what am I modifying here? What am I doing?
Um, I'd say add which guy are you targeting?
Uh, Good question. I mean, the closest guy to the cliff. Just one of the guys who are around the other guys. I am trying to pillar of fire someone to ash to scare the shit out
So
of everyone
So you're
else.
aiming for like a high ground person and not for like someone
Yeah,
at the same level of us.
Okay.
yeah.
Let's call it two purple die and one black die.
Yellow.
Lots of yellows now.
Strong wizard. Strong wizard.
3 extra successes is going to be 11 total damage and 1 threat.
Yes. Yes.
Minus 3 is 8. So yeah, you actually do. We have 3 soaks, so that actually does take out the pair of archers that is on the top left on the cliff up there. And
Damn, I
it
got
is
2 of them.
definitely bright and catches everybody's attention.
I bet.
What else? I was gonna say something else. Yeah, just so you know, the bandit leader is the guy who's kind of been yelling and who they all are currently looking to, and that's the guy on the bottom left, kind of in the middle of this tree here. But Javi, you would be up next after you just saw that display from Marashi.
All right. Let's see. Am I? Oh yeah, I am. Okay, just looking at the token. So is the one with the bow? Is that on top of a platform, or is that
It's a big rock he's kind of balanced on.
okay?
Pioneers used to drive those babies for miles.
Look, when he said something about rock earlier,
Okay.
couldn't help it.
If I can reach the one with the bow, if I can reach the archer,
Yeah, I'll say you'll add a black dice because he's kind of got the high ground right now.
okay.
But I think he's you can see him.
How
Uh,
many purple based on the
let's
range?
call it 2. I think sounds about medium range. It looks like
Okay.
2 and a black.
Oh, quick question.
Sure.
It is necromancy a thing in this game?
Not like you're thinking of. No.
Okay, I was more thinking to spook people.
Yeah, not really in particular.
Okay.
But maybe like they don't know that. You can maybe try pretending, but
You're like using wind to weekend at Bernie's a corpse up. Your friend is back to life.
all right. So you get
So
3
that is a
successes.
crit, by the way.
Yeah, you can use the crit to do an extra 8 damage to the guy because that guy's a minion. But you're already doing. Actually, you're already doing enough to take him. Oh, you're unfortunately 1 damage away from taking out the group in 1 shot. So you can use the crit to guarantee you take it out, or you can spend it in another way.
I would use the crit to guarantee to take them out.
All right, so you find like a shot through the eye on that guy, and a couple of shots into the chest of the other guy, kind of peeking up. So that group is also taken out, and it's just some people on the ground. Maybe should have been more people in these groups, but we're gonna roll with it. Next up,
Don't know our power level. I don't even know my power level.
yeah, I'm still kind of learning how to balance things. So the bandit leader, I had some notes on him. Let me just skim this real quick.
Also, I love so far, no one has said anything. They threatened us, and you guys immediately popped off killing people.
Lesson learned.
He is kind of a he's a pretty brash person, so he's going to spend 2 strain and get a second, like a dash, get a second movement to get close. He says to his companions, take out the Aes Sedai first, and he's going to attack Arashi.
I disagree.
Do you
I
have
do not
any?
consent to this.
Do you have any melee defense? You do have some melee defense. So he'll attack. Some of those dice are on their sides. Oh, it does hit with 2 criticals. Really lucky on that. So let's do the wounds first. So your soak is 2. So add 8 wounds.
How much health do you have?
Well, my threshold is 12.
Oh, and you're at 6?
So
Oh,
Arashi's
man,
gonna
he knocked you
fall
way down.
unconscious, and you're gonna take 2 crits on top of that. So these are kind of going to be lasting wounds that are going to last for a while.
How do I note that?
I'm going to roll them and add them on your character sheet. So.
Oh, let's say I don't know how to do
Yeah, you
it.
have a critical injuries tab that he's going to
Okay,
put
you know
along
what?
with your
I was
combat
just
thing.
looking at that, thinking that's probably where it goes.
So the first one is Scattered Senses. So while you have this wound, you're going to remove a boost die from all skill checks until that injury is healed. And then I'm going to roll on the table again at plus 10 because you have an existing wound.
If you have no boost die, does nothing happen?
Yeah, nothing will happen. And this one is a lesser wound. The next skill check you make, which will be after the combat because you're unconscious, will add 1 black dice. But that wound still counts for the purposes of counting wounds.
Homie stuck around after I pillar of fired 2 people. All right. My boy has seen some shit in his time.
Or desperate. Desperation's all. Desperation changes a man.
Timothy, you see this go down, and you're kind of on the back of the cart above this leader.
I think I would just shout at him. I'm right next to him, so I'm just gonna give him like a, it seems like we'll be skipping negotiations today, and then go for just a thrust right at his side, and then maybe like a left hook with my shield if I can do. I don't know. I realize it seems like it's always a bad choice to choose to do something with my shield, so I might just use that for like the defensive nation and go with a
Well, there's the
sword
kind of
attack.
2-weapon fighting thing where you just say you're using both, and if you roll enough positive symbols, you can trigger the second attack.
Oh. Okay, well, we'll start with a sword then. I'm gonna go for like a forward thrust into his side if he's facing Arashi here. I mean, not that that's important, but just narratively, if he wasn't looking at me, I'd go for a jab to the side, and if that connects, then I want to hit him with the shield. But is that just 2 purples? Huh?
Can you also narratively call him a big fat meanie for hurting me?
If I land the hit, I don't want to do that.
Fair. Fair enough.
2 purples.
Cover your bases.
He actually has 2 melee defense, so add 2 black die.
2 black
dice.
dice. Okay. Here we go.
Minor advantage, but there's 2 failures, so it's not gonna hit. He
Can
kind
I
of ducks
do
under it.
anything with? the one advantage. Add a blue. It would be a waste to give that to Arashi. So if I can add a blue to
Well, Javi,
Javi.
yeah, I think Arashi, we could say, is dropped out of initiative, so.
A little bit.
I thought
What did he hit me with?
he is using a longsword, which is, you can kind of
Ow.
imagine like a katana.
Yeah, ow.
Yeah, Javi, I'm just going to give you the blue die to your next attack.
Okay.
The rest of the brigands are going to come in and try
Oh,
to.
and also just narratively, we can say that I missed him, but his attention's on me now, so Javi has a brigand leader not looking at him.
I think with kind of the horses in the way, they'd like to dash in and get to Javi. But I think with the horses in the way, even if they did, they probably couldn't. So they will try to contest you. I'm going to give you a small advantage and give you like an extra defense because I feel like it kind of makes sense in the.
He is in no position to swing a sword, so that does make sense.
So I'm going to give him 2 black die from your melee defense and an extra one. So they're going to try to go after you. Oh, lots of 3 failures on those black die. So like your armor and kind of the way you're able to fend them off is extremely effective. They
He is
will.
in no position to swing a sword. I've got the high ground.
Yeah, they will try to carry over an advantage, a boost die to the bandit leader, and try to split your attention so that you're easier to hit next time. So, Javi, what would you like to do? You see, Timothy is pretty much surrounded there.
Uh, I mean, I can.
He might be the kind of bastard to attack our unconscious Aes Sedai. You might still take a shot at that brigand leader.
I just have cartoonish X's in my eyes, my tongue hanging out. Ugh.
Tweety birds around your head.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take the shot. Why not?
On the leader or the people who are swarming Timothy?
The leader.
Sure. He has 1 range defense. Make sure to do it from your combat tab so it adds up all the
Yeah.
damage. So add a. I think he might even be in short range, so it's going to be 1 purple die, but add a black die for his range defense.
So 1 purple, 1 black.
That sounds right to me. Oh, actually, you're getting a blue boost from Timothy.
Yeah, he's not looking at you.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
It
looks
didn't help,
good.
but that's good.
So he does have a lot of soak, so it kind of hits him in the shoulder, and he's still toughing it out. He's definitely severely wounded. You can choose to spend that for a crit, which for him, since he's not a minion, would roll on like the status effect table that we just used before. Or you can use it to for any of like the advantages that you think would be interesting.
Your choice, of course, but cripple him.
Yeah, let's do the crit and roll on the table.
I know you explained soak before, but one more time for me. Sorry.
Minus from damage.
Yeah, you can just like damage mitigation, and it mostly from
Oh,
your
so if
armor.
like someone does 10 damage, I have soak value too. They do 8 damage.
That's exactly it.
Cool. Thanks.
Oh, that's a big roll. The target cannot
That is
suffer
good for
strain.
us. Cannot?
Yeah, that that
Oh,
would do
cannot
something.
voluntarily suffer strain to activate abilities. I was like, what? That seems very good.
So he can't actually. Well, we'll get to that, I think. I mean, he's kind of fighting for his life, and now he like breaks off the arrow out of his shoulder and is going to try. And I mean, you haven't hit him, Timothy, so he's going to probably try and hit Javi even with a disadvantage.
Very fair. Wise decision, especially if you just received an arrow to the shoulder.
Another question. Can I be attacked when I'm down?
I can't remember, but I don't think so.
Okay.
And typically, the person or animal has to be like pretty vicious to decide to attack something that's unconscious. Like they've got to want you dead if that's the case, because there's a fight still happening around you. So if they took a moment to specifically kill you, then like they hate you.
And
Well, I
like
mean,
in this, we're kind of healing like magic, unlike D&D. Like you're, for the most part, you're almost expected to be out of the fight. So, you know, in D&D,
okay.
like you might want to kill somebody so they can't come back in the middle of the fight. But in this
Right.
world,
Okay.
people are kind of just expecting you to be out.
Cool.
Uh, I did give him a black dice, um, just to represent kind of your being able to dodge around using the cart. But he still managed to get a little bit of your legs, and it's not like life threatening, but see, your soak is 2, so that's going to be 7 wounds. And now he's kind of, he's winded from the crit, so he's out of breath. But he and his men still. I mean, the leader, if he's out of breath, he can't really run away. So he is hoping to be committed. And it is Timothy's turn. You can have your
So,
pick.
made a question here just because it's important to the decision I'm making. Would I get any benefit for attacking this guy who is in a sort of precarious situation? Because if not, then it seems to make more sense to try and bring the action economy down and attack the leader. But if I would get some advantage for attacking this guy while he's in a precarious situation, then I might get this guy instead. Like between the two, I want to help Javi by either blocking this guy or attacking this guy. But if I gain no benefit from his positioning, then it just makes more sense to attack the guy who's at lower health.
I think you're going to have equal advantage either way. So, whatever way.
Okay. In that case, I think I'll just try and I'm imagining in my mind that this guy's trying to slip between the carts. My deflection of his last attack has got him trying to move toward Javi, and I want to like spin around on the cart and just like trying again for another stab into that guy's back, shoulder, whatever he's got open from there. And
He does
do
have
I need to? What's
2
up?
melee defense. So add 2 black
That's black
dice.
dice. Gotcha.
And I'll give you a blue dice.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, no extra successes, unfortunately.
Dang. What can I do? Anything with that triumph?
Yeah, you can, anything on the advantage table, you can take your pick.
Oh, I see anything here. Okay. Oh, except the very bottom. But what does upgrade the difficulty refer to in this?
Like it'd be upgrading a purple into a red.
Gotcha. Okay. Do something vital, such as shooting the controls to a nearby. I'm noticing there's some narrative stuff here, and I'm wondering if I can just like knock him down. But if that just means he would spend the turn standing back up before he attacked again, then that doesn't mean much. Just trying to prevent him from getting another attack in on Javi, but I'm not sure that
I
I've really
might
got
have an
that.
idea if you want like
Oh,
a narrative
I
thing.
have. I see I have forced the target to drop a melee or ranged weapon they are wielding. If you think that would prevent him from doing that, maybe I can knock it away from him or something.
I think that it would be situational for like if you're planning on taking it from them, like after they drop it. But I'm not sure what the well, maybe with I'm pretty sure it'd be like a maneuver to pick it up. So since the leader can't like do extra maneuvers, he'd be forced to pick it up and not be able to run away. But I think he'd still be able to pick it up. You know.
Gotcha. And I didn't move, so do I have a free maneuver? Could I
You
spend the triumph to knock it out of his hand and then use my maneuver to grab it?
I think you're gonna have to spend one maneuver to walk over to him, but you can spend 2 strain and get a second maneuver to pick it up.
Okay, so with 2 strain, I can knock it out of his hand and take it from him.
Let's say sure.
Okay. Then I would like to do that. Instead of landing a hit on him, I'll like, collide swords with him, slide it down to his hilt, and rotate my sword around in a way that it like flies up and into the cart, and I take it from him there. He might have another weapon, but hopefully that takes him, that or at least distracts him or something.
Yeah.
He's
That,
not holding a sword, Javi. Do with that what you will.
uh, I think the brigands can now squeeze through and try to attack Javi.
Okay.
Do they have? I don't think they have a carryover disadvantage other than the one from you just
They
kind of.
are They are attacking a man standing on top of a cart with a sword from the bottom of the
Yeah,
cart. I would think your attack angles are pretty bad
I'm
from
gonna
down
give them
there.
a black setback dice for that one. Lots of failures. Yeah, that's a miss. Um, with that advantage, I mean,
He's making you dance, though.
Hey, another question. Is there some sort of dice guide? Can I look that up on Google or something?
uh, Let me see if I have.
Okay, because I'll be
There's
honest,
basic
I'm still
symbol.
not grasping that.
Yeah, I have this. If you just want to see kind of what all the symbols are.
The brigand leader very helpfully tells us about that in
Yeah.
mid-combat.
I just they'll try to add a blue to the next check from the leader, but I don't know what kind of check he's going to be making. Javi, seems like the tables are turning here, and the bandit leader does not have a weapon. What would you like to do?
Doesn't have a weapon.
Sorry, important meta question. Do you get a disadvantage for taking a ranged shot at someone in melee range?
Um, there is going to be some extra difficulty added.
Well, if you don't take attacks of opportunity for trying to move, then it might be worthwhile to get the hell out of there.
Or you could execute him for giving me an ouchie.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, you
Oops.
have control of the
We're
cart. I'm
getting
sorry.
out of here.
was trying to grab my
You should be able to
token.
hit Control Z, and that should undo it.
Javi, in a Skyrim style, starts walking the horses up the boulder.
Okay. So then, I mean, I will take. The only other option is to go behind the cart, I guess.
Stand on the horse.
I don't know how. But
Now you're
We're getting out of
combined
here.
with the cart.
my token is one with the. There we go. Why is that still happening? Let go.
I was having this trouble when I selected two characters in Traveler. I think that if you go to like the top left and switch your tools around and then go back to the tool you're on, then like it'll let go of the multiple selections it's got. Because I was having trouble with that too, where it just I've selected two and it won't unselect the other one.
Okay. So, all right. Well, we'll just say I went over here. I don't know.
That might be challenging. That's a boulder.
Yeah, you probably can't scramble
Well,
on
I'm
there, but you could
scared
get
to go
like
back over there.
over here or wherever.
Okay. I mean, if that's okay, because I don't want to mess with the tokens again. Um. So then, yeah, with a little bit of space, I'm going to shoot the leader again. Uh,
So he's got one melee
any
defense for a black dice, and because your ally is kind of standing in the way, also upgrade one of the purples to a red. But I think
I'll be all right. Just
you
aim
can get
careful.
close enough that it's only going to be one purple, so just call it one red and one black.
Okay. So one red, one black, no purple.
That sounds right to me.
Okay.
Cool. Yes. Good. Yeah.
All right, you can take him out.
Successes, 2 triumphs. Yeah.
Yeah, and like you can kind of narratively play with the triumphs if you want to kind of. I'll let you have free reign of how you end this combat, however you want to do it.
Okay. So, um, now that I'm a crack shot, I can now shoot between, people's heads. So between, you know, Timothy's face, probably like it's a real close shave as I shoot the leader like right in the throat, effectively killing him.
Yeah, from my perspective, I'm like, I just took his sword from him, and like he's about to say some curses to me, and as soon as he opens his mouth to do it, an arrow just shoots out of the bottom of his throat, and I'm like, oh, Jesus! Like it hits me a bit, you know. Also, I want to glare at the last dude left.
Yeah, they have been kind of looking to their leader this whole time, and they look like they're about to bolt now that he's down. If you'd like to take an action in initiative, you can. Um,
How bad does Arashi look?
I mean, they're
Like,
unconscious and bleeding.
yeah, no, I just mean brutalized. Like, I don't know, would I feel bad? Would I want to hurt? I don't know if it's just,
He he was a skilled swordsman, so it was clean cut. But it's
well, I'm not a ranger, and it would suck to give chase. So, Javi, if you want to try and take a shot at him, maybe then. But if he's running, I'm just going to let him go, and I would start, like, getting Arashi in a better position than unconscious, however.
yeah, you
I would
can
let him go.
You can make a medicine check if you'd like to attempt some
Let's
fast
see if I
healing.
know how to do that. I have no skill in that, but I'll give it a shot. I would at least, I'm sure I know something from watching a medic in a militia, but I'll just like try and stop bleeding on a wound. That 2 purple?
Um, it's going to be 3 purple because her wounds are over the threshold.
All right, guys, here we go. I'm not a good. Oh, wait. Maybe I shouldn't try to do this. If that, which putting it into narrative sense, that perhaps she looks bad enough that I shouldn't try. I'm just worried that if I roll a bunch of failures on this, it'll get worse. And I only have 2 green dice for this.
How do you help again? Maybe I can help you.
It's going to be a medicine check. I don't know what skill that's based off of.
Intelligence.
Oh, intelligence, yeah. Sure. How many of the
3
dice?
purple.
I'm just trying to help.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're doing the. Looks like
I
we
do
both
not
have the
help.
No,
same.
actually, you get us 1 success.
Yeah, those are
Oh, once.
disadvantages, or those are
Those are
threats, but you
threats.
succeeded.
So, unfortunately, that only
I
heals
didn't wash
1
my
wound,
hands.
which leaves her over the
Which
threshold
doesn't.
still.
Oh, damn. Okay. Then I guess mechanical question here: would she just
So you
die
stop some of the
if given
bleeding.
time?
No, she can recover 1 wound every 24 hours without
Okay.
any
Well,
other intervention.
to that end, I don't know. I don't want to risk trying and messing things up. So I would just try and carefully put Arashi like in the back of our cart, with our supplies moved about so that she's got a place to actually lay down there. And just try and keep a watchful eye on her. Maybe make some kind of awning and make sure she's not taking damage from the road bumping her around. Oh, and right, we still have this rock to deal with. I think as soon as I've got like Arashi in the cart and we've taken account of all of our things and whatnot, checked the pockets of the bandits we killed, I'll like look up at the rock and go, "Oh my God, there's still a rock in the way of this path. I totally forgot about that." And just start brainstorming about how we're going to get past this and watching
Now,
the woods still.
Caleb never outright said no about hopping on it like the pioneers did, so
I'll just drive it out of the way, no worries.
they
I
weren't
don't see a problem.
they weren't too concerned with what happens to it after it ended up in the middle of the road, but like
Hmm.
with some heaving and some help from the horses, it's not going to be like the world's most difficult thing. You just have to get it out of the way enough for passage. You know.
Okay, in that case, I think all I'd like to do is look around for a big, sturdy stick that is like small enough I
Bro,
can
if
move
I
it to
wasn't
just use as leverage and move it.
if I wasn't knocked out right now, man.
You could have tried to move it during combat too. That could have been interesting if you try to like move it and run.
Damn it.
So let me check your. Let's say if you succeed on a average difficulty um, survival check, then I will reduce the difficulty of moving the rock. You kind of search the
I've
area
only
for
got
something
1
useful.
rank in survival, but I'll give it a shot. Average means 2
Javi
purple.
can maybe do some search. No, never mind. I think he's about as good as you.
Does average mean 2 purple?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, there you go.
I know a little something about looking through the woods for sticks. As a militiaman from a small town, I don't have much to do on guard duty.
So yeah, you find, take some of the logs and um,
I build like a decent setup, a little like double pry bar thing with a log in the middle so that if we push down on both sides at the same time, like you could set a trap under this
and you can
boulder.
kind of spend a couple minutes digging under the opposite side of it, so it has kind of an easier time rolling away. And then yeah, I will say the difficulty for moving a rock is going to be. I'll I'll just say it's only going to be a one difficulty, but I would still like a roll for it. It's going to be athletics, please.
Okay, I've got very good athletics, so I definitely want to give that a shot. However, just for the sake of narrative here, because I imagine Javi would be helping me, how does help work in this game? Does he like give me a die, or does he roll
Yeah, I
to give
think
me a blue die, or?
basic help is just going to be a blue die, but it maybe other kinds of help can maybe reduce the difficulty.
Yeah, I was just thinking we're both pushing down on a mechanism I've built, so whatever that would mean. So you said one purple and
And add a blue from Javi.
okay, well this is gonna be killer, I think. So I'd have to roll
Oh,
pretty
it was a
bad.
little bit close, but you
Yeah,
succeed.
wow. If we landed on that blank side, I did not find strong stakes.
Yeah, like something breaks as you heave, but you manage to get just enough, and it
Hey,
starts tilting.
the dice heard you that time.
Yeah,
Oh,
I should
really?
stop tempting fate.
Yeah. Word.
Teach you a lesson in probability, maybe.
Yeah, say we're not gonna make you fail this time, but we're gonna spook you a little bit.
Oh, underneath the map, there's a broken cart there, but let's say it's now out of the way enough.
Somebody else failed at
Yeah,
this.
as you can tell, that rock is not supposed to be on this map. But you moved it enough, and it seems stable, so that you can pass through. Hidari kind of gives you a nod and kind of looks grimly at Arashi, and says, "Let's get moving." And I think there is a village up ahead.
Fantastic. I think she'll be all right as is, but I would appreciate a time to stop in case we get ambushed again. Then we'll have to acquiesce and give them something if our Aes Sedai is unconscious in the back of the cart.
And you guys um, hit the road again.
Away we go. What's the weather like? Javi, how fast are we going?
Oh, wait, hang on. Wait a minute. This other before we left, this other cart, right? Uh,
The
was
one
that
in
just following us?
the one in back is
He's a
Hidari's
merchant.
cart wagon.
Okay. All right. Was just making sure. Was just making sure. Didn't know if I had to take the arrows out again. Okay.
No, he's just
Uh.
not helping us because he paid us for protection.
Hey,
Okay.
I gotta be right back. I'll be 2 minutes. Sorry.
Okay.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm thinking when we get to a village, we can try and get Arashi some real healing, but worst case scenario, we've got to like let some natural healing occur and really just play it safe because she'll be one good punch in the head from, going unconscious again.
Yeah, it's all good.
I do magic better with a splitting headache.
Um, I'm back. So let's say there is a village that you can hit by the end of the day. And you kind of look around, and there is like a local healer in the area.
Well, very good. With healing in this kind of game, is this like high fantasy drink red magic sauce and your wounds immediately start healing, or is it like they've got medicines and comfortable beds to spend lots of time naturally healing in?
In the world, it's kind of all herbalism. There is healing magic, although Arashi's people don't actually know it. But for the most part, there's kind of herbalism kind of things. For mechanically in this game, you guys have seen in like the first session, there is kind of like a painkiller juice that you can use to cleanse some wounds quickly as well.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll definitely that's like first priority for me is get our still unconscious partner to somewhere they can recover their wounds, not strain. That's the word I was looking for.
I'm going to roll some dice here. All right, so Arashi kind of snaps awake in strange circumstances, but you are conscious again.
Hey,
He
did we
really
kill that
socked you
fucker?
good. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
did we?
Poppy put one in
Okay,
his throat.
then I'm a-okay.
Didn't even have time to talk trash.
That's all I was doing when I was unconscious. Just straight trash talking. Real hater shit, too.
I imagine you feel terrible, but so we'll probably just like leave you here as we finish up our business with Elbreth, but get feeling better soon. It seems
Yeah.
actually I should ask the GM. Does this place seem like he's in good hands?
Um,
She's in good
I
hands?
mean, kind of
We have
herbalists
all.
are over the place, all over the place. You know, most small villages, but not all, like have a local herbalist who is usually well respected.
No? No one? All right.
Yeah, cool. Well, in that case, I'm thinking that I'll like tell the person here, that we're gonna leave Arashi in their care, and go check out what's going on with Elbreth, because right, this is just a village. Never mind. I thought we arrived at the destination. No, we're
Mm.
not like collecting payment from Elbreth yet. But I do just want to check in on him. He's paying us. We're still traveling.
Yeah, he is kind of finding a place to hide his wagon on the outskirts of town, and you guys can have the capability to grab a room at like a small little tavern here if you want a comfortable place to sleep.
Yeah, I'll update Elbreth on Arashi that she's doing all right and is awake now and seems just as fiery as ever. And then we'll talk about settling in for the night. I'll tell him that, like, us leaving again hinges on how soon Arashi feels, because, just the two of us with one very weak, like, Aes Sedai is not a good idea for traveling. I don't know what's in your cart, but I think it would be even worse for us to be carrying that along with us. So, um, yeah, well, I just look for accommodation, modest meal. I'm not trying to spend too much money, but I do want to sleep comfortable. So, I would just be looking for mid-tier on everything.
So the herbalist does charge like a small sum, probably just for like the materials of for services. Um, so that'll be like maybe 5 silver.
And the room too. I might as well just do that while I'm subtracting money. How much
Yeah.
does that cost me total?
Like it's gonna be like about 1 silver per person per night. So like 3 total.
I'll cover the hospital bill stuff or the herbalist bill stuff. I've got 49 and don't spend money on much. You said it was like how much for that stay? There was 5 for the stay, and then like I'll pay for both of our nights, so 6, 7, 7 in total.
Sure.
Okay.
And I will say, since I think you asked specifically, the leader had 13 silver on him.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, Arashi's unconscious, and I wasn't gonna put money in her pocket, so me and Javi split that. What?
6, 7.
Yeah,
Haha. Um.
you
So
said it.
also, kind of
I took
before
the 6.
you, like, I don't know, you, I mean, you're hurt, Arashi. I don't know if it's up to you on if you want to kind of spend the night with the herbalist or go to the tavern and spend it with your traveling companions.
Herbalist would be best.
And you kind of chat with her a little bit. She asks you, you're pretty far away from home. What are you doing out here?
Quests.
I was gonna say this is a character background question I'm not sure you've considered. What reasons might an Aes Sedai have for coming so far from home?
Well, your character, she's not actually an Aes Sedai, but everyone is just going to assume she is, because that's kind of like a specific wizard school. She's an eel, an Aiel, Aiel, and very far from home. But if you're being tight-lipped about it and saying you're just on a quest, she will continue to try and pry a little bit. Um, but if you kind of keep tight-lipped, then that's pretty much it.
I just tell her it's best to mind our own business.
Is there anything else you'd like to look at while in the village for the night or the morning? Then otherwise, you can all get a full night's rest, and each of you will heal 1 extra wound. So you can subtract, and your strain is cleared.
Done and
So
done. Also, she says silence is regarded as a no.
yes, she and you kind of harumps and goes back to her business. And she's organizing herbs and other stuff. So
Oh,
in the
sorry. While in town, I just wanted to mention, like in the morning, if there's any kind of weapons place, I might want to try and pick up some kind of basic ranged weapon. I don't have a ton of skill in it, but I've seen Javi do it a couple times now and realized I can't really slash at anybody. If I can find some sort of, even if it's one-time fire, like a preloaded crossbow I pull out of my pocket or something, I want to try and find a ranged weapon.
yeah. Um, I so you can get like a basic bow or a sling or just like some daggers or throwing axes or stuff like that.
Is a sling really hard to use?
It has a prepare tag, which means I think you need to spend a maneuver kind of arming it every turn.
Okay, I want the sling. I like slings. That's cool.
Uh, as far as let me look up a price for you.
Even if it's something I need to take time training on, I do want to practice with a sling.
We're just gonna call it a silver piece. 1 silver.
Cool. Okay, I will deduct that and throw that in my inventory.
Did you find it? I can.
Yeah, I picked through it and found it.
Okay.
It looks like it doesn't let me add it though, maybe. Let's see. Oh, okay. It looks like I just had to put it in my inventory first before I could equip it. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. Oh, and while I'm at it, I have some XP to upgrade my ranged skill, so we'll say I was practicing with it too.
Cool. Other than that, Elbreth is ready to get on for the day.
Javi, you got anything you want to do?
No, not
If not,
really.
what are you doing? Just were you with me most of the day or doing your own thing around the village? Because I think you've got like a night and a morning to have some, if you wanted to do anything narratively.
I'm trying to think.
Do you
Honestly, no,
get
we can keep
broadhead arrow
going.
tips on? Yeah, cool, okay.
I'm going to kind of bring us back to the map because we're going to be getting close to the border.
Need to get us a little meeple put somewhere on
Hey, do
here.
I heal? Do I heal at all overnight?
I believe you went from 9 wounds to 8 wounds from the night.
Okay, I didn't. I just wondered any more than that.
Yeah, just the one.
Yeah, because of the herbalist stuff, I didn't know if it was any better than what we did sleeping.
Well, it went from 14 to 9.
Oh, you did? Okay, I missed that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I just didn't know if any more could be done from because boy, four more wounds and I'm in trouble again.
You took a hard hit. That's, that's rough, my man.
We're gonna,
We gotta
we're gonna
play it
maybe
safe a
calm.
bit.
Yeah, I was say we're gonna calm down a little bit for a while. Rashi hurting a little bit. She not herself.
Let me, like, I can try to find a price for kind of like the Genesys healing potion like things.
Even if it's like a regular salve.
Let's call it. This one says it's 15. Let me double check what something else says. I thought I had. That one says it's 25. So let's call it. Yeah, let's probably call it 25 silver. You can purchase from the herbalist, but they're pretty pricey.
Is Elbreth selling any?
Not that he volunteers, no.
Right, sealed
I don't want to
carton
buy
too.
from him anyways because I don't like him.
I know you do have some extra funds. Would you like to spend some of it, Arashi? At 25 each?
He's a businessman.
You cannot convince me about Elbreth. I don't like him. I have 520.
Oh my gosh, dude. I was spending willy-nilly with 50 in my pocket. You should definitely spend
Yeah,
some of that.
to buy it. So you said 25?
And yeah, like I probably won't let you buy like 10, but If you want to buy
No,
Yeah.
like 4 of them for 100, we could do that.
How many you got, lady?
450. 50.
You can't handle its strongest potions.
Do I just add those in my journal? What do you think?
I can put them on your character sheet. How many do you want?
Yeah. You said
They're
how many
25
for
each.
100?
So
4.
okay, so 100, yeah.
Eat one of them right away.
Yeah, how much does it heal for?
The first one you use each day is 5, and then like if you use another
Yeah,
one,
let's
it's
use
only
one.
4.
Yeah, let's use one.
Uh,
3 is perfectly fine until it's not.
okay,
Thematically, what is it? How do you use it?
so it's called Heal All and Willow Bark, and it's kind of a poultice and like some sap that you can drink the sap and kind of
Okay,
apply it on the
but
wounds.
the branding on the outside looks like it's from like Futurama, something ridiculous.
I was thinking
Kilo,
ye old equate.
yeah, Kilo Salve with like Futurama text.
All
No,
right, so
that's
you
fine.
should see on your inventory tab I edited the name so it says 3 doses left.
Yeah, found it. Cool. So I'm good to go. I can be a bitch now.
I'm thinking of Roger with the wilting plant. But anyway.
Well, let me see how big the little caravan thing I have. I think it's just generic. Oh, that is huge. So
We're almost, it looks like from atop the horse, we should have arrived days ago. Can you just drop the scale on it down?
yes, I
Or, I
can.
mean, any little token or meeple would do. Javi's our driver, so if you want to use him as the token, that tracks. Oh yeah, that's lovely.
So you're approximately reaching the border, and I've got notes I need to reference. It's kind of about mid-afternoon, and Hidare looks out and says, "Yes, the frontier. Um, the surrounding countryside is open, but there is a crude barricade of split rail fencing and hay bales that have been kind of erected across the road. It's not like a hard border, but it is like a checkpoint with a 2-story guardhouse. As you approach the checkpoint, 3 uniformed armsmen with swords at their hips emerge from the guardhouse. One of them, who has like 3 slashes on the emblem on his sleeve, identify him as the ranking officer among the trio. He motions to Hidare, because he can see like you're not really carrying any goods, who dismounts from the wagon and follows the man into the building. The other 2 guards approach you with looks of suspicion, just for being kind of armed and in their business. So
If nobody, sorry, go on.
yeah, they're just asking you what's your business in the country, and where have you come from, what's in Hidare's wagon, etc.
I would just pipe up with also you're saying a name there. Is that Elbreth?
Yeah, Elbreth Hidare is his last name.
Okay. Cool. Just making sure. In that case, I would just say that we're an escort for this gentleman here, and then gesture to Elbreth and like give the conversation lead to him. Also, by the look on his face when I like gesture to him and look at him, does this look normal? Do we know this is a normal checkpoint we should expect, or is this a new thing on this path with highly dressed bandits?
Elbreth was escorted by the leader into the guard's house, so it's just you guys and
Oh,
these 2
okay.
guards right now.
To that case, I would just tell him we're an escort then. That where and he asked where we're from. Where did we come from? We traveled through that portal, but from
From
where?
Bandaraban is where you started.
Gotcha. I would tell him that right, Camelin was the town on the map there as well. To that end, I would just tell him that we're a long ways from home. We traveled here, and now we're accepting a job that has on our way back home. We're headed to Qatar. I just tell him what's going on.
And what's in your employer's wagon?
I don't know. We didn't ask too much for that. Our job is to help him move places. I didn't pry into his ledger.
I would like you, since you seem to be the one talking, to make kind of the social check of your choice as you're kind of trying to keep them at
I like being
ease.
nice to new people.
Yeah.
I guess I want to go with charm, but if you want to rule that it's leadership, because I'm kind of like just taking the like caravan leader kind of role for this conversation, I'll leave that up to you.
I'm happy with whatever. Charm is fine.
Okay. Two purple.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Cool.
Success and an advantage as well.
I'll give somebody a blue. Oh wait. I guess unless let me check on that, but I think that's. Can I notice something useful? I don't know if there is anything useful to notice, but if there's
That might
something
be
useful to
too much
notice.
for a single advantage. Well,
Gotcha.
no,
Okay.
no. I guess that is in the chart there. They are like pretty suspicious. They seem to be at least taking their job seriously.
Oh, I guess something useful I could notice. Is it tension that's like tension just because your guard's at a checkpoint, or tension because they're expecting something bad to have come through here?
Um,
Can I surmise why there is a checkpoint here?
you have heard rumors like in the past town you're in and stuff that there's some weird stories going around of like strange monsters and like different armies that are coming out of nowhere. So
Yeah,
they
I think
they
back to
have
the
reason to be on
times
edge.
that I spoke with wolves and ruminate on that. But in that case, I forgot where we are in the conversation.
Uh,
Right, I
you know,
succeeded at a charm check.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Eventually, you start hearing kind of shouting coming from the guardhouse, and it's Elbreth's voice.
Oh no, it sounds like Elbreth is giving them a hard time.
And the door kind of slams open, and Elbreth stomps out with the other guards shouting back at him.
Elbreth, I intend to cooperate with these fine guards. Is everything all right?
And now, like the leader of the guard is kind of like grabbed Elbreth's wrist and is kind of dragging the merchant along back towards you. And the rest of the guards kind of now have their hands on their hilt, kind of not sure what's going on exactly. And the leader guard says,
I
"You
don't
are."
know about my party members. I'm immediately taking like a defensive hands up stance, like we're not, no hands on weapons here.
Um, the leader, yells at Elbreth, "You are going to open this cart and show me everything that's in it." And Elbreth says, "I will do no such thing." And like the leader also like kicks the chest, large chest that's tied to the back of the cart. It says, "You're going to open that chest as well. Make sure you're not smuggling anything into the country." And kind of tensions are high. But Elbreth is still refusing, and like his voice cracks. He's all stressed, and he turns and like looks to you guys on your wagon.
Um, I mean, gosh, I'm thinking of what I could do to socially diffuse this situation, but gosh, I mean, it seems like they're doing their job. Um, um, I think I might pipe in with we've been traveling with this man for days. What are you worried he might have in there? What kind of contraband's coming in?
I'll know it when I see it.
So you aren't sure, you aren't worried he has anything back there specifically?
All wagons that come through must be inspected. I don't make the rules.
Hmm. I don't know what Elbreth wants me to do about it. I'm just gonna look at him with like a questioning glance. I don't know. I'm not feeling like murder hobo-ish on these guards. That seems like a bad move. On the one on the way to their town, and two, like, again, this seems like pretty standard fanfare of see what's in the cart. I don't know, man.
I
I
turn
guess
and
if
snicker.
anything, it's like I'm gonna get off of the cart so that we're not all bundled up together. If I can, I wanna in a non-offensive way, in a non sort of like aggressive way, take a better stance in case things are bad about to go down. Like, if we end up on a battle map, I don't want to be all bundled up on the cart.
I turn and snicker. Oh no, and then turn back. Oh, Elbreth, no. Don't hurt him.
What
Hurting
are you
doing too
thinking
much.
at this moment, Javi?
I mean, it sounds like our escort here is smuggling something if he's so reluctant on getting searched.
Yeah, my thing was just let him search.
We're paid to protect you from bandits on the road. I don't think I'm supposed to stop you from a government checkpoint.
Yeah, I
That,
say
that
just let him
seems like
search.
outside of what we're being paid for. I would, be ready for this to get violent, but if they're just asking you to search, then I'm gonna stand by
Um,
cooperatively.
I mean, I can make a distraction.
Well, I
What
mean,
do you
if
think that
need
would look
be,
like?
like,
It would look like me slipping from the cart and then using my great archery skills and stealth to
Oh
like
God, I
do
have a
some
quick
like,
question. Before you do this, Javi, what's the plan? What are we distracting for?
oh, I was just gonna shoot an arrow. So I was gonna shoot an arrow that would ricochet off one tree to another tree and then come back towards the guard and make it look like somebody was shooting arrows in the opposite direction.
So, is the plan that you want them to chase you into the woods, we get the
No,
hell
not
out of
chase
there, and
me. They
then
They
wouldn't
think
know
the
I took
attack's
the
coming from
shot.
somewhere else. I would say
Yeah.
that that's not impossible, but that would be a very high difficulty.
cartoon Robin Hood stuff?
It seems
That's
like
that's pretty
you could try
challenging.
that if you want, but there's a lot of risk involved, and things could just play out how they're going to play out. It's up to you if you want to accept that risk or not.
It was just a suggestion. I wasn't really gonna do it. That'd be crazy.
All right. So Elbreth kind of like groans and uh, hesitantly and slowly starts producing a ring of keys, and he unlocks the chest first, and kind of like they like jump in and like open it up and start looking at it. And Elbreth, while they're doing that, he kind of just scoops up a. You can hear coins jingling around in there, and he scoops up a bunch of coins into a bag, and he hands the bag over to the leader of the guards. Because I think you've seen enough. And all the guards kind of just sit there in silence and like looking at the leader and looking at the bag and looking at Elbreth. And
I
after
don't say anything. I want to see how that pans out.
a tense, couple of seconds, the leader takes the bag from Elbreth and kind of nods to the guardhouse, and the guardsmen kind of go um, back to the guard's house. Uh, but kind of as they are, like they'll go back to the guardhouse, but one of the three the guards ends up getting on a horse and traveling down the road.
He's going straight to the bank with that.
And Elbreth, you know, you're still not out of earshot. He says, "Well, let's get back on the road."
Yeah, if the guards are out of the way, letting us pass by, then I think the only comment I might make is like, Dalbreth, you did not tell us that the secrecy of your cargo was important to this mission barrier. I don't know what you may have wanted us to do there. I'm not comfortable with like just stepping in the face of our authority like that. Bandits are one thing, wolves are one thing, but the guard posts are another. Should we expect more of this? Do you want us to do something in these situations?
Yeah, he doesn't have like a verbal response to that, but you can kind of read on his face. He he's kind of disappointed, but he understands. And he's just not going to say anything about it. And he just kind of shakes his head and motions for you to get your cart
Well,
moving.
I was like, one thing I'll leave him on as I'm leaving there is just like that's not coming out of our pay. That wasn't in our contract. We didn't know that was expected of us. And like, just leave him on that as we get back to the road.
Yes, yes, whatever.
Then as I get back on our card, I'll say like to our party members, let's hope for not too much more of that, and let Javi take the lead.
The next couple of days are actually pretty uneventful. I mean, there's more storms and rain going through, and you kind of have soggy days and soggy nights occasionally. But you can each heal 2 more wounds from your characters.
Rashi, if you're not feeling good about your health pool, I don't know where you're at. I guess you could eat another one of them things, but you might want to hang on to them.
I think she's
Oh, I'm
pretty
at
good.
3. I'm good. Chilling.
Cool, cool, cool.
I think you were at 3 before, so if you heal 2, you're probably down to 1. Or did you get
Gotcha.
the 2 already?
No, I'm down to 1 then. I'm definitely chilling.
All right, so eventually, kind of the rolling hills lined with farms and fruit orchards. There's just the road is extremely straight here. You can pretty much see for miles. Um, I would like a relatively difficult leadership or vigilance check from anybody who would like to.
I've got 3 green in leadership and 2 in vigilance. Javi, you are driving. Are your stats better there?
No.
I have 4 green in vigilance, and what's the other one?
Leadership.
Leadership under social.
Just 2 green.
I would say go with the vigilance check then. Maybe you're chilling in the cart and
And
keeping
what
an
are
eye
we
out.
at here dice wise?
Gonna be 3 purples, please. Looks good.
Ooh, close.
You can kind of sense a change in mood on your employer. They are kind of more on edge, like they were the first couple days. The quiet days have not seemed to help, and he kind of keeps looking backwards more often than is necessary, and staring both ahead and in the back. He's like kind of standing up on his cart, trying to look over your cart ahead, and also kind of leaning over to the side and looking backwards too often.
How many days left, Elbreth? You seem worried.
Oh, probably another most of a week before we get to Qatar. Eventually, back around mid-afternoon.
Hold up.
Yes?
This guy is hiding something. I am very
Well,
tempted
I
to
think it's
coerce him
pretty
into
clear at
telling
this
us
point.
Yeah, it's like
what's
that's
going
been day 2. We figured that out. I just haven't been pushing.
Are you going to try to do something about it?
on.
You said coerce. What do you don't get us not paid here. What's your idea?
Nothing yet. You're right. I'll stay calm still, but
Like I've been trying to charm things out of him, but he's tightly sealed.
next time he does something that upsets me, I'm gonna probably have to coerce him because.
In the
But I'll keep
afternoon,
my cool for now.
puffs of smoke arise in the distance ahead on the road, and after a moment it becomes obvious they're clouds of dust, rising up from 1, 2, 3 riders more, galloping hard in your direction. After a few seconds, Elbreth kind of sees them too and snarls, curse those guards, they've betrayed me. Alright, this is it. Those horsemen are coming for me. Prepare to attack. As soon as he
Is
finishes,
there
like before you can even react, he wheels and drives his wagon off the road, stopping in the middle of an apple orchard with trees lined in neat rows, and ducks inside of his carriage, slamming the door behind him.
okay, guys? I'm thinking one of two things here. We can get our cart parked to the side, have Javi and Arashi like prepare for an ambush, and I will stay to talk to them. Like just try and say like, "Hey, I'm just passing through. I heard all the horses and wanted to get out of the way." Does that
Uh,
sound amicable to you guys?
I mean, it's a plan.
Sorry,
It's
I
something.
lagged. Can you repeat that, Zach? I internet lagged.
You guys prepare for an ambush. I prepare to speak to them and try to play it cool, act like we're not escorting anybody, and I was just waiting for the horses to pass.
All right. Yeah.
In that case, I think as quickly as we can, we might try to set up that scenario. If there's anywhere to, I think you said rolling hills, so I don't know if there's greenery to hide amongst. But if they could hide somewhere in the foliage nearby while I just sort of have moved the cart to the side in plain view, like I'm just trying to get out of the way of another cart, and sit and wait for our people to come up.
Yeah, I forgot to put trees on the map. This is like an extremely basic map. I'm gonna activate it, but you guys don't have tokens here yet. Let me fix that.
Like it looks like we're airing on end time, so
Yeah.
fine.
Um, can you see? Is the tokens did not appear for? Oh, you're not on this map yet.
Still world map right now.
Why? I thought I'd hit the buttons right. Maybe my internet's
Like
being
I
funky.
only know to right click the banner at the top left and pull us all over there. If there's another way, I don't know.
And also, me like putting tokens on the map didn't work. Maybe. So, I mean, I think we're probably going to end here, but kind of you can imagine uniformed guards approaching. They knew, how many of you there were, so they brought enough people to feel confident that they could take you on, and we will see what happens. Oh, now I can see tokens and stuff, and you're here.
Oh, if those are the guards, like if they're wearing the same symbolism of the tower that stopped us, I might not be able to pretend that we didn't have him at all, but I might be able to say that he just ditched. He just dropped out of here, and we honestly have no idea where he went.
Uh, I will let you. I can fill you in more next time. Like we can have we can have a roll to see before they start talking. Like if you can recognize their uniform. That would be a culture check under knowledge skills.
Cool, I'm just making a note in the chat so I remember what my initial plan was.
Yeah, that sounds good. Um, yeah, I'll probably try to add trees to the map too before next time. But other than that, uh, I think we can just figure out where this ends up next time, and that's all I have.